Hey, I'm Jake. We're at Counterintuitive on Boylston Street in Brookline. Let me show you the shop. We're a record label based out of Allston, Brighton, and we just opened up a shop in Brookline, so I guess now we're based out of here, kind of. We sell retro video games and vinyl and merch for all the bands we work with. So this is what we got. We've released about like 125 albums, and maybe 100 of them are on vinyl, and we have almost all of them here, so that's super cool. Yeah, we also got like cassette tapes for a lot of the bands. This is a little jukebox that I found on a auction website, and I loaded it with 100 CDs of all the different bands on our label so that people could come in and listen to them before they bought something. We got all the nice like video games, everything from the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s to even some current stuff. I've got a pinball machine, just a whole ton of stuff crammed into a very small area. The longer you're here, the more you'll find, so come check it out. My name is Jake, and I'm the owner.
My name is Dan Sweeney. I'm the label manager of Counterintuitive Records.
He's my go-to guy if I need help on the label.
I do a lot of, I call it kind of project management, like help with getting vinyl produced and making sure that it's shipping where it needs to go. Sometimes if we're doing an album with a couple hundred records or thousands of records, they'll be getting shipped, some to the band, some to our distribution, some to here, some to the warehouse. So making sure everything's on track and going where it needs to go.
We've been a record label for just about 10 years, and we've only existed online. So definitely just always wanted a place where people could come and actually like see all of the albums that we're working on and stuff like in one place. You saw the tour. This is the smallest building in the entire world. And so it was the cheapest place we found anywhere in the city.
Because it's such a small space, it's easy to kind of daydream about what a bigger space would be. But I think it's also cool that it's like so small and there's so much jam-packed in there that I think people come in and can be a little overwhelmed, but they're also really stoked that it's like so packed with stuff. There's so much to see, and you can spend like 30 minutes just looking in every little corner, and there's always more things to see.
Hi, so welcome to the green. First hole I played with Mickey. 5 years, he's a hole in one. One guy's ball green over here on the left.
Jake, he got really into collecting 1 or 2 years ago and started building up this whole collection that kickstarted things. I've always loved like retro Nintendo, like the stuff I grew up on. Nintendo 64 was like the first system I had, and GameCube, Game Boy, so all the Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, like that's my classic stuff. Definitely have always been very interested in rock music primarily. Came out of listening to a lot of classic rock when I was a kid. The Beatles were my first obsession, and then kind of alternative 90s stuff, like whatever was on the radio mainly back then.
Growing up, I only knew about like the more mainstream artists like Blink-182 or Green Day. I learned about that stuff like from my brother. A couple friends that were maybe a year or two older than me that were showing me more pop punk and emo and indie rock and alternative rock, and I just fell in love with it.
Me and Jake have known each other since we were about 15 years old.
We grew up together.
We've been friends for about 15, 16 years now.
So we went to high school together in Maynard. We ended up having like a radio show together in high school and like going to a lot of concerts and stuff.
We got into a lot of pop punk bands. We played a lot of Rock Band and Guitar Hero, like that was the thing at that time.
We both knew from the time we were like 14 or 15 that we loved music and that we wanted to like be playing music together. Like we've been in a couple bands together.
When we got really into this kind of music scene back in high school, I didn't really want to do anything else, and I went to school for audio production. Then we went on to live together in Allston, and so I would help him here and there over the years. If he went on tour, I would kind of hold down the fort and ship everybody's orders and answer people's emails. And then about 4 years ago, I became label manager officially.
I don't think we ever thought, like, what if we started our own thing?
And that's kind of what led to Counterintuitive.
Picking bands that resonated with me was always what I've tried to do, and then a lot of those bands ended up resonating with a lot of people. And so I think that it's the music that touches someone's soul in a way, and then they really appreciate the label as a secondary aspect to helping that music get out there. It might not necessarily be the label that somebody is feeling this like deep connection to, but it's the music on the label.
Working with the bands and seeing an album come to life, you know, being able to hold something in your hand that was just someone's idea like 6 months ago, and now it's a vinyl record in your hand. Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite part.